And my newest custom in 3, 2, 1. Hey, what are you doing? Make sure you put on all proper PPE whenever you're doing home gym DIY. That's great. Back to the program. So here's a galvanized pipe that I bought. It's 90 degrees bent, and I got it from the local hardware store. And I've been using wrist straps for it to attach it to my lat pull down machine. And one of the things I'm trying to figure out is where the true center of this piece is. I'm not really used to measuring and drilling into things that have a curve to it, especially when I'm going to use it for working out. And the last thing I want is for it to be like off balance, especially when I'm using it, because I feel like it will just pull to one side or the other. And what this wound up being, it was just kind of like a waste of time for me as far as measuring down here, because I'm drilling at the top, not the bottom. And then I was just kind of thinking about not even drilling at all and using this Velcro. But when I put any pressure on it, it didn't really want to work. So I went back to the drawing board and I used this paracord to help me with my measurement. And I'm not sure why, but I just kept drifting to the inside portion of this. I thought that's where I was going to drill it. But for whatever reason, it just made more sense for me to flip it over and measure the top. So the bottom was 18 inches on the inside all the way around, and then the top was 20. So what I did was I just found the center, put on my PPE, and started to drill. And then this was actually a little bit thicker of a piece of metal than I was used to, so I had to use a couple different drill bits just to try and figure out the best way to drill through the center of it. Once I figured out how to align this and use the cinder blocks and the punch to punch through for the eye bolt, it all came together pretty quick, I'd say in less than 20 minutes. And then finally on to one of my last steps, just spray painting this piece outside with good ventilation and then letting it sit overnight to dry. And then in between doing coats to let it dry, I just went down and finished my workout that I was going to do anyway. And then here's the end result. I might add some grip tape to it or even some paracord around the handles just to use for grip. But right now, it feels pretty good. The eye bolt is meant to have a 90-pound working load, so I don't think I'll get close to that. The whole reason why I made this is I have a close grip bar that I use. I got it offline from a major retailer. We'll just call it that. And getting it in, it's knurled and it feels pretty good. But the handles, they don't seem right to me. And I don't get good grip on it. The bend in this bar just feels more natural for me. What do you think? Would you try something like this? Or what's your unique DIY cable machine attachments that you have? And then one last look, here's a side-by-side comparison for what I used to use and what I have now. And then the tools and PPE that I used, minus the eyeglasses, because I left it in my garage. Don't forget, help me grow this page. Leave a like and a comment down below, and I'll talk to you next time.